I'd like to introduce Kevin Frey, who is the CEO of Generation Unlimited, who's just a fantastic leader, is incredible at forging really effective partnerships across all sectors, and invite Kevin up to the stage to talk about the work that we've been doing and perhaps give a nod to how we're continuing to evolve this partnership to focus on AI skilling at scale. Welcome, Kevin.
Generation Unlimited, before, just so we know, is a public-private partnership. In fact, we're a public-private youth partnership, PPYP, because we have young people at the table with global leaders. And we work on skilling young people and connecting them to opportunities for employment, entrepreneurship, and social impact. Well, AI happened, so the future of work just changed a whole lot. It's changed everything about Generation Unlimited, and as we think about the skills that young people need and the jobs that are going to be there in the future. So, why the letter K? The first line in the letter K, this one, is the starting line. And I want to propose that's where we all sit today. Now, if anyone was here this morning when Brad and Strive took us through the history of industrial revolutions, we saw industrial revolution from the printing press to electricity to the internet. We're starting line. Where did the gains accrue to? Who got the gains of these extraordinary industrial? Well, guess what? They weren't evenly dispersed, and we know that. We saw big chunks of Africa on a map Brad showed still not connected to electricity. They proposed that, in fact, the reason that happened is because when everybody got started, they weren't intentional on making sure that the benefits accrued to everyone. So we today sit at the starting line of the AI revolution. If we're not intentional, if we're not forceful in ensuring that the gains of AI accrue to young people in the global south and in the global north, to those who today don't have access and to those who do have access, we will have a K-shaped future. The young people who have access and are skilled in AI will become orders of magnitude more productive, more efficient, more creative, more innovative. The young people who don't have these skills will be literally left behind. They will not be able to compete. We saw just what a teacher can do now. And this is like we're not even at 1.0 of the AI world. Like, imagine the power of AI 4 or 5 years from now, and imagine young people trying to compete in a job market without those AI skills. We must bend the curve of that other axis. Our job, I want to argue collectively, and I think we've all heard this, we can only do it together, is to bend the curve of that bottom K and try to make sure the benefits of AI and the promise, the democratizing promise of AI is realized. And we can only do it if governments, world-leading companies, the UN, young people, civil society, all come together. We'll be back here Wednesday at 2:30 or 3:30, releasing a paper called Time to Act, preparing young people for an AI-powered world. In that paper, there's a number of calls to action. The biggest call to action is to every government in the world, every private sector player who are all sitting on the sidelines, governments especially, super nervous about AI. I don't know, can we put AI in the classroom? What's the future of AI? We don't know which jobs. To engage now in AI skilling at scale. It is a skill every young person will need to compete in the jobs of tomorrow, like literally tomorrow, and certainly in the future. That's why I'm so excited to have worked with Microsoft, many of our other big corporate partners, different UN agencies, including ILO, who's just on the stage here. We had the passport turning, our first initiative in this space. We certified in the last 3 years on the back of Learning Passport, which is actually, Mac, I see over there, 45 countries right now. But we certified 2.6 million young people in digital productivity. As my kids like to say, watch this space. Later in the week, we'll be announcing a much more audacious target. We have governments, Canada, Qatar, great corporate partners, Microsoft, Accenture, and others who are getting behind a big, big initiative where that 2.6 will be a rounding error compared to where we want to go, because we're doubling down on AI skilling for young people to prepare for that future of work that's here today. So I just want to encourage everyone to come together. There's only one way we do this, like Kate said. If private sector, governments, UN, civil society, and young people join forces to make sure that we don't have a K-shaped future. Thank you.